welcome to my channel. Today we are filming a behind the scenes vlog for a Dino timer.
Not we.
Not we?
I'm not helping you.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I want to work on a Dino timer, and by a popular request I am filming a behind the scenes vlog for it. And by popular request I of course mean that Geek asked for it, and that's all the request I need. So I've already chosen the concept. The dinosaurs play hide and seek. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. This time I want them to be moving around for most of the video. Not the entire 20 minutes because that would probably kill me, but we can get around that. So I'm thinking Coffee, this one, can be the seeking dinosaur and all the other ones can be hiding dinosaurs. Because Coffee was a mistake. He has a bigger head than all the other dinos because I miscounted. And as a result, he actually has 4 spikes on his head instead of 3. So I'm seeing him sort of as like the older brother of all the dinos. And when it comes to playing hide and seek, he would be the one that takes the sacrifice of seeking everyone so that everyone else can have fun and hide, because he's a caring dinosaur. He's especially caring towards Banana, who's the tiniest one. I've already planned out the starling scene, and the first thing that I need to do in order to film the starling scene is I need a blindfold. Okay, what do I do now? Hi, this is the phone that we're now gonna use for the rest of the video. So sorry about the decrease in quality, but I need my proper phone to do the actual stop motion. So I have put the dinosaurs into a little circle, like that. But I'm not really happy with how it's looking on the phone. There's a lot of backlight from the window, even though I've closed the curtains. But if I put them literally anywhere else in the living room, it's very messy. That is my only clean corner of the living room. I did tidy before I started doing this, but there's only so much I can tidy, like I've got nowhere to put this stuff. So I am going to try and put some cardboard behind the curtains and see if that blocks the light a little bit. And if that doesn't work, I am going to have to find a different corner where I can put them instead. And tidy that area a little bit, even if it's just moving boxes from one side to the other. That doesn't work at all. New idea. It's still not perfect. I think that's a little bit better though. So I've just finished the bit where the dinosaurs blindfold Coffee and ran away again. It's taken me about 2 hours to do that. I am very tired. Yeah, for the next bit I haven't decided if I want to just hide the dinosaurs and skip straight to Coffee searching for them, because that way we don't know where they are, so it'll be a surprise when we find them. But at the same time, I think if I show them hiding and we do know where they are, then when Coffee approaches those positions we can sort of ramp up the tension a little bit and it can be a bit more exciting. I wanted to do like maybe some groups we see hiding and other groups we don't, so that could be fun. But yeah, I need to actually choose where the dinosaurs are gonna hide now. I've got a little spot under the printer that I think is gonna be pretty cute. I have a couple of other positions, like maybe in that box and like behind the curtains and that sort of thing. There's a lot of potential hiding places on that shelf. I just gotta actually choose some, because if I have them in groups, which I think would be cuter because they're running away together, I only get to put them in 3 different places. So I need to choose the best 3 places possible, and also the places need to be big enough to hide multiple dinosaurs.
Let's stop and listen about what you're actually talking about.
I'm having fun.
Just said you're exhausted.
I am exhausted. I spent 2 hours crawling.
As long as you're happy.
So this is the position where I stopped filming a minute ago. If I was planning ahead, I would have put those 2 dinos over there and those 3 over here, so that those can go into that space and those can go into the shelf, which is this direction. So I'm not very happy with that arrangement, but I think if I just switch them, no one's actually gonna notice because it was filmed from above and I'm changing camera angle anyway. So no one actually knows the arrangement of the furniture in my living room, so I should be able to do that fairly easily. But the perfectionist in me is crying. I find it hilarious how the effort I'm spending is slowly going lower and lower. I do not have the energy left to put this camera onto the tripod to film this vlog segment, so we're doing it on the floor, because I don't even want to stand up, I'm so tired. It's actually been a nice change though, because I'm used to spending 10 hours a day, if not more, on my computer, 8 hours a day at work on my computer, and then 2 to 3 hours just working on writing or editing or art or whatever. So it's nice, like this is probably the first day in a long time that I've barely used my laptop all day. Probably very good for me, but I'm very tired and I need to work out more because my legs are killing me. So at the moment I have 2 dinos hiding. 2 dinos are not gonna be hidden today because those are gonna be the surprise element dinos and you're not gonna find out where they are until Coffee finds them. I don't know where they're gonna be either, I need to figure that out. And then the other 3 are on the way to the bookshelf at the minute. And yeah, they just gotta actually reach the bookshelf. And then I gotta have them climb and help each other and balance them. And that's gonna be really difficult, but hopefully I can finish that up today. And then I can sit down and do something on my laptop and not move for the rest of the day. So the dinos have been climbing that shelf for the past hour-ish. They're tired, I'm tired, but it's okay. We're almost there. I say we're almost there. They've managed to get up the bottom shelf, effectively. They've climbed up some books. And now they gotta climb up to the second shelf. I wanna hide one of them, then hide one of them on the shelf above, and then one above that. This might be longer than a 1 weekend project. I was hoping to get it all done in the same weekend, but that might not be possible at my current rate. I don't know what the time is because both of my phones are being used as cameras. I think it's around 5-ish. I've been working for about 7 hours already, so yeah. Let's finish this up. Yeah, it is day 2 of this project. I am calling it day 2 because day 1 wasn't actually yesterday, it was a week ago. It's fine. So at the end of day 1, I actually went back in and finished up the bit where Coffee gets rid of his own blindfold, because I realized that that shot is going directly towards the window. So if I waited to do that the next day in the morning, then I would have a lot more trouble with it than if I did it in the evening. So I just dragged myself out of bed at like 11 p.m, finished that up and went back into bed just so that I could start promptly the next day with all the rest of the photographing. And then I crashed on Sunday and I haven't touched it in a week. So this weekend is the absolute final weekend that I have before the write-a-thon, so I do need to make sure that I finish everything that I want to do on this today, tomorrow and Monday, which I have off from work. Fortunately, because if I didn't, I would never be able to finish this in time, I don't think. It's actually 3 p.m. already, because on my last attempt, on day 1, I spent most of the morning just battling the sun, and then didn't actually start properly until the afternoon anyway. So I figured if I just wait for the sun to disappear, I can do some writing this morning, rather than spend the entire morning trying to do this and not actually managing anything. But yeah, if I'm going for that approach, I have 3 afternoons available to do this, and I have quite a lot of stuff left to photograph. I did a rough edit of everything that I filmed on day 1, and I have about 2 minutes worth of moving footage. That's not really quite what I need for a 20-minute timer, but I think it's okay, because I think I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time and have some moving bits at the start and some moving bits at the end, and then in the middle I can just have Coffee sitting there blindfolded counting before he goes and finds everyone else. But yes, the goal for today is to have Coffee find at least 2, ideally 5 of the dinosaurs. And then tomorrow I'm filming the bit where he tries to find Banana, but Banana is completely lost. And I just have this whole thing in my head where they all try to find Banana because they're so worried and they don't know where she's hiding, and then they eventually find her, and I want someone to put a blanket on her at the end, which I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but I really want dinosaurs putting blankets on other dinosaurs. That's gonna be adorable, so I'm gonna try that. But for today I want to figure out how to create a little bit of tension, because I don't have any facial expressions available to me, and I don't have any sound effects either, or like music, suspense, anything. It's all silent. So the only thing I really can do is play around with the timings a little bit and like the camera angles. So like if you can see some of the dinosaurs that are hiding in the background, but Coffee's just walking straight past them and you're like not sure when he's gonna notice or not, that might help a little bit. Hiya, welcome to day 3. It has only been 1 day since day 2 this time, so getting better at this. Yesterday I didn't quite manage to film the finding of all 5 dinosaurs, but I did get the 3 on the shelf, which as you can see are still there. And those were the ones that were gonna take a little bit longer. I think the 2 that are under the printer are not gonna be as difficult because the shelf is my least favorite part to film anything on. Everything keeps falling over, it's just too crowded, there's not enough space. Nightmare. But the ones under the table would be, like, hopefully I can do them in an hour, that should be fine. And then I need them to find Honey Custard, whom I haven't hidden yet, because I don't know where I'm hiding her yet. I think maybe behind the curtains, because then Banana is gonna be... Are you okay, love? Because then Banana is gonna be the one that Coffee can't find by himself, and everyone's gonna panic because it's getting late in the day and the sun's leaving, so this bit is gonna have to be filmed later in the evening because I want it to be dark outside. And they're just gonna end up like all of them have to try and find Banana, and I want to film them going all around the room. And then eventually they find her, and it's gonna be the kitty stuck in a cat situation, but she's on top of the curtains and they're gonna have to figure out how to get her down. And then someone has to put a blanket on her. I really want someone to put a blanket on Banana. Also, I feel so bad because Dave and Sebastian have been under the printer for literally a week, and I want to rescue them, so let's do that first. I've just finished up the scene where Coffee collects all of the dinosaurs and then subsequently comes back to tell them that he can't find Banana, and then they all go off. That was a bit of a nightmare. The first 80% was fine. It was lots of fun just moving the dinosaurs around and all that. Then my phone decided that it was out of memory, which it shouldn't have been because I had plenty of memory beforehand. But I tried deleting a couple of things, like just by lying on the floor and trying to manipulate the screen with my pinky without moving anything and trying not to bump it, and having like the jar that I'm using as a tripod in the way. And I managed to delete a couple of things, and then it still didn't have any memory. Then it crashed 3 times. Then I had to restart it all together, and basically there's gonna be a jump in the scene because I did end up having to move it because it was not working whatsoever. I'm very annoyed about that. It's probably not gonna be the only jump, to be fair, because all the stuff I was filming on the shelf with the very wonky tripod boxes, my phone was falling over all the time, so not a big deal, but I'm annoyed about it. But yeah, I have been doing this for the past 2 hours, so both of my phones are desperate for a charge, and I want to clear all the memory again and put everything left on so far onto my laptop. And I'm also going to have a break because I think I've basically done everything that I can do while there's still sunlight outside. So in a couple of hours when it's dark, I will come back to this and hopefully finish it up today. Is the plan, and then tomorrow I can just edit all day. So I didn't finish filming the timer when I said I would. Instead I managed to knock the cactus over and get soil everywhere, spend half an hour cleaning up, finish cleaning up, make myself a cup of tea in order to relax and get back to work, and then spill the tea all over myself and burn myself and almost break the mug. Didn't break, cactus didn't break either. I'm not sure how I managed that, but everything's good. I just realized that maybe I should take a break at that point. Went back to it yesterday, but decided to err on the side of caution and not film anything, just finish the timer and get it done. So I finished photographing, and I've realized that at this point 90% of the footage I have for this vlog is b-roll of me crawling around the floor. So for variety, I thought I'd show you how I'm editing this as well. I've been putting bits of it together more or less as I went because it's easier to remember what I had in mind if I do it on the day. But what I have at the minute is just a bunch of different exported files with the different scenes, but the frame rate is constant for all of these, and the rate at which the dinosaurs move is not. I've been filming this over a bunch of different days with different levels of energy and on different places. So for example, when I was filming on the shelf and they kept falling over, my patience levels were much lower than when I was filming on the carpet and it was a lot easier. So as a result, in some places they're moving faster than others. So this is something that I'm gonna need to tweak in the edit and put it a little bit together and all that, and just make sure that it's more or less consistent. I also want to tweak a couple of details. So for example, when the dinos are moving the photo frames in order to hide behind them, I didn't change the rate at which I moved the dino and took photos at all. It's still constant. So I want to touch that up and make it a little bit more realistic, give the impression of those things that they're moving actually being heavy by slowing down the movements. And I want to play with some other animation principles, like when they move, they should start being a bit slower, then speed up, and then slow down when they stop moving again, rather than it being a constant velocity. So those sort of things, just little bits and pieces that I want to tweak, but that's basically all I have left to do today. Hi, so it's currently 20 minutes to my bedtime. I haven't finished this yet, and I just noticed that Banana in this shot looks like she's about to hang herself or has hung herself. Which is not what I intended. I think it makes a lot more sense like in my head when I'm super sure on what the story is and what's gonna happen afterwards. But if you don't know what's happening afterwards, that might be a sword that crops up. So I'm fixing it by making this little speech bubble that I've just made. I really hope people don't think she hung herself. Hi! So I finally managed to edit the video, put together, upload it, do all of that. I finished pretty late past my bedtime, so I didn't wrap up the video because I was a very tired mess. So it's just a little bit later. By a little bit, I mean 2 weeks later. It's fine. But before I properly wrap up this video, I wanted to give you some time tracking stats because boy do I love time tracking stats. I spent a total of 11 hours and 11 minutes taking photos of things and 6 hours and 38 minutes editing the video. So that's a total of 17 hours and 49 minutes to create the Dino timer, which was totally worth it. For comparison, a vlog such as this one that I filmed throughout the month and edit throughout the month takes about 20 hours to edit, so I think that's pretty good, personally. I also took a grand total of 1,209 photos. Not all of those were used, some of them were accidental duplicates, some of them had my hand in them or things like that. Some of them were used more than once. But yeah, that is everything I wanted to share with you. I genuinely really enjoyed working on this timer. It was exhausting, but like physically exhausting, which is, I don't do very many things that are physically exhausting. Most things are mentally exhausting and I'm just sitting in my chair all day, so this is very fun and very different and I enjoy doing it a lot. I do have more ideas for timers, but I am trying to actually write a book here, so I am forbidding myself from working on Dino timers until I finished draft 3 of my project. Then when I finish draft 3, I can put it down for a month and not look at it, and that way I have a whole month to film a Dino timer before I go back to draft 4. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I make videos every second Wednesday, usually are than writing related, but sometimes there's dinosaurs in them. I hope that you're having a lovely week, and I will see you next time. Bye!